Hey guys, Steph the Illuminated Nerd here. Today we're going to look at the differences between the Amazon Echo Dot and the Google Home Mini. So let's get right into it. So the first thing we want to compare is the aesthetics. Google Home Mini out of the box looks nicer, comes in darker gray, comes in a salmony pink color, has this sort of fabric-y look. The buttons are hidden underneath so that you don't really see them. So this would probably look nicer in the middle of your living room as opposed to the Echo Dot, which looks like a plasticky hockey puck. So the plastic finish isn't as great, but on the other hand, you can get some external little skins for the Amazon Echo Dot. So you can actually place your Echo Dot inside these little skins. You can get like leather ones, and you can get metal ones, and you can get wood finished ones. So there's a bit more versatility to the look and feel if you look for these extra little skins, but you do have to pay extra for those. Whereas the Google Home Mini looks great out of the box. So secondly, I thought I'd talk about the music streaming services. The Echo Dot can support Amazon Music via an Amazon Prime subscription. So if you've already got a Prime subscription, then it would already have your integration with Amazon Music. And the Google Home Mini supports integration with Google Music. So if you've already got a paid subscription for Google Music, then that would be the choice for you to be able to integrate with that streaming music platform. If you've got a third-party music subscription, both the devices will support things like TuneIn, Spotify, Pandora. Next, I thought we'd look at the audio quality. The Google Home Mini has a better built-in speaker than the Amazon Echo Dot. Let's compare the two. I'll show you what I mean. Echo, are you online?
I am connected to the internet.
Hey Google, are you online?
I'm here with my usual joie de vivre. How can I help?
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you can hear that the Google Home Mini has a slightly louder speaker, a little bit better of a bass in there built in. So if you plan on using these as your actual speakers, then comparatively speaking, the Google Home Mini wins out and is a nicer quality speaker to have as a standalone speaker, let's say in your living room, and you don't plan on attaching it to an external speaker, then that would be the better bet. But with that being said, the Echo Dot also has a 3.5mm jack, a stereo jack that can hook up to a physical speaker. So if that's what you had in mind, this would be the required device because the Google Home Mini does not have the 3.5mm jack, whereas the Echo Dot does have that jack. But with that being said, both of them support Bluetooth speakers. So if you have a Bluetooth speaker already and you just want to pair it with your Bluetooth speaker, both will do that just fine, so that might be a great option for someone. Generally speaking, the music quality of these two speakers is not going to be that great. This one will be okay, this one will be eh. So I do suggest that you hook it up to a Bluetooth speaker so you'll get much better quality out of your experience with your smart home assistant. Last but not least, the amount of skills and third-party products that these devices support. The Google Home Mini is catching up to the Alexa and has been over time. Obviously, the Alexa had support for a lot more devices because it's just been out a lot longer, and third-party companies have had more time to integrate, and you will generally find that more devices are directly Alexa compatible than Google Home at this point. So smart home devices, light bulbs and thermostats and things of that nature, right? That you want to voice control. But I would say that instead of worrying about which device that those devices are integrated into, I would generally suggest getting a third-party smart home hub that can connect with all of those devices in your house and can be controlled through the smart home hub. Most of those smart home hubs out there are also Alexa and Google compliant, so then you can control the smart hub through your smart home, through your digital assistant, instead of having to worry about which smart home products are compatible with which assistant. Then you can just make sure that they're all compatible with your hub, and the hubs that are out there, like I said, will support both the Amazon and Google set of devices, and also support even more by having a Zigbee radio and a Z-Wave radio, and able to support a larger ecosystem of products that can play well together without having to buy hubs for all these other devices. So there you go, there's my comparison of the two. They both have some pros and cons, depends on if you want to connect it to a speaker or not, depends on if you want to use it standalone, it depends on if you're someone who tends to use Amazon Music versus Google Music, or where your integrations are your preference, or the aesthetics look of it. But as far as I'm concerned, the digital assistants are pretty close nowadays. They both support a lot of the same features and functionality. When Amazon comes out with new stuff, Google tries to follow suit, and vice versa. So they are just competing at this point, and features that come out in one aren't very far that come out on the other. One small interesting feature that I noticed was that Google Home Mini can you're allowed to upload your own set of musics to your Google Cloud and stream it through your Google device. You can't do that on the Echo. You used to be able to use it through Amazon Music, and they disabled that feature, so I guess it depends on if that's something that you were looking for or not. And I'll leave you with that. Personally, I prefer the Amazon Alexa. I find she's more detailed with her answers and responses to my questions, whereas the Echo tends to be more to the point, and you need to ask follow-up questions to get more information on the topic that you're looking for information on. But as far as streaming music, they're both great with an external speaker, and if that's your primary use, then whichever will work fine. It's more about your audio connection and your external connections. So I hope that helps you make a decision as to which one you would rather use, and I'll see you in the next one.